All right, there we go. We are back. We're back again. Uh, we haven't been on much. Uh, Work's been super busy, and they're keeping me busy. I'm out in a service truck, so it's it's really taken up a lot of my life. And plus, I am working on a project for my daughter, so that is taking up some time, and then lots of other projects. But we're back. It's getting dark early, and it makes me sad because I have a lot to do, but it also makes me happy because we could be out in the observatory early, and that is great. Um, it looks like I got our Twitch notifications fixed. Uh, I'm not sure. Um, it didn't notify me for YouTube, and it didn't notify me for Twitch. Maybe my beautiful co-host can um, chime in and either in the chat or text me and let me know if the notifications came on. Oh, and you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna see if my boy saw the notifications. And then he will answer me because he's good at this stuff. All right. Well, we're back. It's 57 degrees out here at Starlight Starbright Observatory. For any of you that don't know, that is getting like the Arctic tundra in Arizona. It's pretty chilly. I mean, I've got a beanie, not in the control room, but if I go out there, I got a beanie on and a big Carhartt jacket because it's freezing. But anyway, let's see here. We can dive right in tonight. Let's go over here to Stellarium. Let's see here. Let's go here to Stellarium. All right. Now this is where we're at tonight. We are at the Elephant's Trunk Nebula. I think I did this on a stream before, but maybe I didn't. I've got quite a few pictures of it, but I'm not sure if I actually streamed it. But anyway, this is the Elephant's Trunk Nebula. It's basically right here. This is the Elephant's Trunk. I don't know why they call it Elephant's Trunk. I guess it looks like one. It really doesn't. Oh, the Garnet Star. Look at that. That'd be something cool to see also. But we are, there's Clyde, and we are pointed northwest tonight. So we're kind of on the opposite side. Look at all the stuff out here to see tonight. It's absolutely insane, and the moon is not up yet, and that makes me happy. Although it's getting smaller every night, so that's good too. So let's go back and I'll show you Clyde, and there he is. He is pointing northwest, and we are pretty far up towards zenith. It is a little blinky out tonight. Not bad. It's not awful. It could be better. Yes, it definitely could be better, but you know, we'll take it as we can get it. It's very clear out. It's a little turbulent out there. It's not bad. Yesterday was terrible turbulent. But I think this is going to be good. I think our focus is good. We've only dropped like 1 degree since I've been in here and got the scope focus, which I think it was only at like 49 degrees or 50 degrees last time so it was just a little bit off. Not too bad. Not too bad. Let's see here. I was going to work on a new commercial opening. I rented the Adobe software. I got to cancel it. I think I'm just going to fix our original opening because it's really good. It's good. I was looking at some other Galaxy style like commercial things, and this one is just really the best. I think I might just update it with new pictures because I'm better looking now, and it'll be a lot better. All right, let's do it. I'm already on the Elephant's Trunk Nebula, and Clyde seems to be working wonderfully. I'm going to show you we are guiding right now. I'm going to show you our guiding. Look at those lines. Oh my gosh, if you were a person, you would be dead. For sure. Look how flat those lines are. Clyde is working flawless right now. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I am super stoked about that. All right, let's get right into, we're going to do a trigger mode. Remember, for you those new tuning in, Clyde is a 14-inch SET, a Celestron, and we use a Hyperstar system, which we don't see out of the back of the telescope. We see out of the front of the telescope, right through the collector plate, and we collect all the light right off the mirror. That turns our F11 telescope into an F2 telescope. It's pretty amazing. And as always, here at Starlight Starbright Observatory, we use all Malin cameras because they are amazing. The software is amazing. The cameras are amazing. They're a little, well, I don't think they're super pricey. You get what you pay for. They got Sony sensors in them. There's no junk in them. They are absolutely amazing. We've had this DS10 for quite a while, and it has performed flawlessly. It's amazing. All right, so let's go right over here. Let's go to our trigger mode, and we'll do 20 seconds, and we'll start our loop, and we will see what our histogram says. Let's see if we have to do a fix the white point. I'm not sure we will or not. All right, here it goes. It's like watching paint dry. It's going to be great. No, here it comes. It's going to be good, I think. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right, so we're a little out right here. So we're going to hit our white balance. Hit our white balance. And we'll do that, and the next frame it takes will correct our... There we go. There we go. It corrected our histogram. Oh, this looks pretty good. And some nights are better than others, but oh my gosh. Look at all the stars in that. That is absolutely, absolutely crazy. There is like thousands upon thousands. And look, right here, this is a double star. Now, are they next to each other? Probably not. But it sure looks like they are. It's amazing. Some beautiful stuff. And I think this one right here. Look, this, I don't know what this is. That looks like a double star. And it's huge. I don't know which one that is. If we go over to Stellarium, let's see if we can see what star that is. So let's see here. We are right to the top left of that, and it would be, let's see here, 1, 2, 3. Oh, this one right here. And they show that as a double star, but it is not. It's whatever this 2816 is. I'm not sure what that is. But that is very cool. Very interesting. So very, very good stuff. All right, let's get into it here. Let's stop dilly-dallying around. Let's move our black point up a little bit right to the bottom of the histogram. So this way it will darken our background up just a little bit more. So we'll do one target tonight, and then this is only the second time since we've taken Clyde apart and worked on our Los Mandy G11 mount, but it seems to be working very well. I'm very happy. You know, from sitting in the heat all summer, even though I've had air in here, it still gets super hot. If you've never been to Arizona, yes, it's a dry heat, but hot is hot, and it's absolutely ridiculous. So what it usually tends to do is the grease sort of separates, and like the stuff that makes the grease sort of greasy sort of runs out, and what's left is like a sticky mess. And it happens all the time. It cleans up pretty easily though. All right. I think that's, I think the magic with this one is going to happen in post-processing. because we're at 20 seconds. We're at 49 on our gain, which is pretty high. I think we usually do about like 35 or 36. We don't want to get too much because we'll get a lot of hot pixels in it. So let's do. Now we could do the gamma. Let's do the gamma. Let's go down to about 85 on the gamma. Now that's going to change our histogram also. I think it's going to make it go to the right here, and that is going to make the picture lighter, and then we'll have to use our dark line to get the background a little bit blacker again. Oh yeah, it did. And look how wide it made the histogram. Pretty crazy, right? All right, let's get right up to there. And then we'll let it take this next frame. It makes it just a little bit lighter. All right, here it comes. Oh yeah, that made the background much darker, much darker. Very good. All right. Let's see here. What are we going to do? All right, let's go. Let's do enable our live stack. Now, for those of you that are new, live stacking is basically it's just what it says. Because we do live EAA here, live electronically assisted astronomy. We don't do astrography here. We do take pictures. We have all our pictures on here, but they are basically just stacks of what we do live here. We just take stacks and we just stack them on top of each other. It usually takes us not that long to get an image. We don't have hours and hours of information time in an image. 20 minutes, a half hour is tops. That's plenty because it gets boring after that. Let's be honest. And you don't want to be bored doing this. This way we can kind of hop around and get pictures and awesome pictures all night. Some of our pictures aren't as detailed as having all that information, and a lot of those pictures you see have a lot of post-processing on them. We do very little post-processing. What you see in our pictures is pretty much just what we're getting off the telescope and our Malincan camera. It is we just do a little bit of a stretch is what they call it, stretching the picture. We do a little bit, mostly in Malincan because it has like the ability to do that. We'll do a little bit of alpha and we'll lighten it, and then we'll do a little bit of red and a little bit of blue or green sometimes, and then we do our range, which darkens it, the background, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much our process here. There isn't a whole lot of magic to it. Oh, I hear something's buzzing. I've gotten some, I'm not sure what those notifications are, but I didn't get any messages from my telescope, so I'm not sure what's beeping in here. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, I don't know why I'm getting that beeping. Usually I get a little bit of beeping from and I guess it could be our guiding software, but I mean there's no messages on here, which is kind of odd. I'm not sure what that is. Oh, yes, I just confirmed that there was no notifications for Twitch and there was no notifications for YouTube, which is really weird. I'm not sure. That's okay. It'll be on and we'll let everybody know and they can watch it later. Let's see, where are we at? This is going to be a great candidate for some LHDR, which is some live high dynamic range. That's where we're going to take our, oh, there's that beeping again. It has something to do with the guiding software. That's where we're going to take our white point right here of our histogram, and we're slowly going to move it down here. We'll move down probably, we're at 255 now. We'll get down to around like, I don't know, 230, 210, and then we'll go down a little bit more after a few more frames, and then a little bit after a few more frames, and then what that does is we start stacking, and we'll have a nice base, and it'll start to get clear. because you're stacking the details on top of each other, and it makes it very crisp, makes it very clear. And then as we lighten them, it's almost kind of animation. You'll stack those lighter pictures in that stack, this way that the stars and the lighter points don't get overblown. It's just it's very, very interesting the way it works. And you can have, there's software that you can buy or use that stacks pictures. So if I took like 1,000 pictures, I could take this software and say, look, here's all my pictures, and, put them all together and stack them. But this program, Mountain Camp Sky, does it all. That's pretty crazy. Oh, hi Jack. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, we're just getting back. It's getting dark out now, and we're getting back into it. I just had to take the mount apart about a week ago and clean all the grease out. It was actually kind of sticky, but it was kind of not doing what we wanted it to do. It wouldn't even really guide. So but now we're back, and oh, thanks Chen for the like. I appreciate it. Let's see here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the notifications tonight. Oh, my son says he does not see us on Twitch. Oh. Well, we're on YouTube. He says he sees us on YouTube. Oh, hi James. Oh yeah, we're excited too, James. Yeah, I know there's nothing worse than having your. Oh, it is PhD too. I see the little sign flashing in there. There's nothing worse than firing up your mount and then it doesn't work right. It's really aggravating. All right, we're looking pretty good though. All right, we are at 18 frames. I'm so busy yapping here. Let's start our live high dynamic range. Oh, hi Olivia, how are you? All right. This is going to look pretty good. I think we'll do this. We'll do this tonight, the elephant's trunk, and then I'm not sure what we're going to do tomorrow, but we are going to do something. Oh, YouTube and Facebook are working good. Not sure on Twitch. You know what? This was weird because I didn't get any notifications, so I stopped the stream before I started, and then I restarted it, and I did see myself on Twitch when I first started, but now I don't see the stream up. So I'm not quite sure what's going on. I'll have to have my son look at it. Oh, it did it. You know what? There's nothing worse than those Windows updates. I always hit snooze, and then eventually it'll just do it for you whether you want to or not. I hate that. All right, let's go down a little bit more on our LHDR. Let's try and get down to about 150. And once we get down to about 150, we should have about 32 to 36 frames stacked up, and that's usually pretty good. Oh, our beautiful co-host. Oh, okay. Our beautiful co-host got notifications. Amazing. All right. This is looking amazing. We are at 23 frames. This is turning out pretty good. Our focus is looking really good. Our guiding is like amazing right now for some reason. I'll take it though. Let's see. All right, let's go down just a little bit more and let that propagate. And then while we're doing this, yeah, Jack, the atmosphere's been pretty poor. I mean, I know you're another part of the country, but you know, I noticed yesterday I went outside early in the evening, and literally the stars were blinking. It was so turbulent. It was crystal clear and beautiful, but it would have been miserable to see. Yeah, sometimes it's just not good to broadcast. You know, when I get out here, I do come out here sometimes, and I don't even stream. I'll just look at stuff and mess around with different targets and stuff like that. But if it's you can't really guide. It's you can't do people that want to watch a stream on astronomy can't really it doesn't do it justice for sure. So okay, so while this is stacking, let's learn a little bit about. Oh, I never did my ticker. My co-host is she's slacking. She's supposed to remind me. Let's see here. I see 1396, and this is the elephant's trunk. Elephant's Trunk Nebula. All right, there we go. So people tuning in think we're not thinking we're on the East Vale Nebula. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. All right, I see 1396, commonly known as the Elephant's Trunk Nebula, is a sprawling emissions nebula situated in the Cepheus constellation, covering an expansive 3-degree swath of the night sky. Now, that's not very much. Let's be honest. I mean, we're not seeing very much of the night sky. It's very small. It stretches 6 times the diameter of the moon and lies approximately 2,400 light years away. That's not as far as some of the galaxies we're used to seeing, but a lot of these nebulas are a lot closer. Jack, we are using the Losmandy G11. It is a little older mount, but it is upgraded with all the new Gemini 2, all the computer and the hand controller and all new servo motors and stuff. So it is operating pretty good. It's a pretty good mount for the money, I believe. You know, unless somebody wants to donate a plan wave to mount to me, I'll take that too. All right, let's see here. Let's see. I saw. Oh, let's see here. It is a star-forming region. I did not know that. You know what? I don't know. I don't know how they figure that stuff out. I saw a blurb on here that said has like, I don't know, like 1,000 new stars in it that are like under 100,000 years old. I'm not sure how they do that because we haven't been alive for 100,000 years, and we haven't been monitoring the stars for that long. It's crazy to think how they can figure all that stuff out. But hey, Elon is catching rockets. If you have not seen that, get X, get the app on your phone, or you can YouTube it. But catching that rocket is absolutely unbelievable. It is the craziest thing I've ever seen. You have no comprehension of how big that thing is when you see it on a video. They're literally catching the Statue of Liberty. It's absolutely nuts. All right, let's see here. We're going to go down a little bit more. Oh, we were talking just a couple more frames. Oh, hi Laurie, thank you for the like. All right, this is going to be, I'm telling you, the post-processing on this is going to be, it's going to be good. It's going to be amazing. This is why we do this. All right, a couple more right here, and then we'll take a picture. One more, and that'll be 39. That we're really into it now. 39 stacks. All right. It is exciting. I try to convey that, but it is amazing to look up in the night sky and know that this is out there. You can't see it with your naked eye, but it is there. All right, let's take a picture. Look at all the stars in here. That's crazy. All right, here we are. We took a picture, and let's go now to our live processing screen. This way you can see what we do for processing. So even if you have like some raw star pictures or anything like that, you can get these. You can take pictures with your phone. If you don't know, if you go into like the more of any of these the more tab of any of these newer smartphones, you go into the pro settings and you can turn your ISO and your shutter range up, way up, so that your camera stays open for a long time. Don't hold it with your hands because it'll look terrible. Set it somewhere, set it where it's pointing up, and keep that shutter open, and you will be amazed at the pictures that it takes. And you can save them and take them into the GIMP or Adobe Photoshop. We use the GIMP here for any post-processing outside of Cam Sky. But you'll be able to mess with it just like we do, and you'll be able to follow these steps. All right, so let's go. We've been doing our range last, and it has been working, I think, a little bit better. And no more Mr. Wiener filters for cleaning it up, because I think it's been taking some the adaptive Wiener filter. I know that's funny, but it looks like it's been taking some detail out. So we are doing no filters like that. All right, let's go right into our curve this time. Now remember, we're going to do what they call like an astro curve. This is the white channel. We're going to take this up just like that. All right, that looks pretty good right there. Now we're going to make this pop when we put some red in it. All right, now we're going to go to the red channel. I'm going to pull some of that in. Pop a little bit of that back out. Oh my goodness, look at that. That looks pretty good. Oh. There we go. Oh my goodness. That is absolutely unbelievable. And just think, now, you know what? Now compare this to what you see on the internet. This is like something, I actually have this. My daughter bought me a bunch of tiles for the observatory. We actually have this hanging on the wall out there. It looks absolutely phenomenal. All right, let's just say okay for that. Remember, we can always go back and change this with Cam Sky. See, we have a redo tab here. We can just click them off and it'll go right back to where we were. All right, let's go into our range. Now look how big that range is. So this is kind of like your histogram. So you can take this dark and we're going to bring it all the way back up here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. That has been working like a charm. Curve first and then our range. This is amazing. Oh my goodness. That is unbelievable. Let's zoom in. I gotta zoom in because my co-host will yell at me. All right, look at the detail in that. Oh my god, this is 2,400 light years away. I know we say that, sort of throw those terms around. We absolutely cannot comprehend how far 2,400 light years is. It's absolutely. So basically, if you turned your light on, you would see that light in 2,400 years. So unless you're a mummy, you're not going to see it. All right. Wow. Look at that. Oh, and our guiding is pinpoint. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Look at this down over here. Look at this section here. That looks amazing. Oh my goodness. Oh, Jack, I gotta tell you something. I'm not smart enough for all the other programs, but Cam Sky is, I can't tell you how, you know because you use it, but it is absolutely so powerful and so amazing. I've actually taken some of these raw pictures, you know, the TIF files, and I've opened them in the GIMP, and I've tried to recreate on the fly what Mount Cam does, and the pictures sometimes they don't look as good, and I end up just using what I did in Mount Cam. Probably 80% of the time, all my pictures are done in Mount Cam Sky. It just seems to do such a nice, quick, clean job. There is times when the GIMP will pull more out of a picture, but for pictures like this, it's absolutely, you can't beat it. And it's all right here. It's easy to use. I can't fanboy enough for Mount Cam cameras. I really can't. They're absolutely amazing. If anybody gets one of those other Chinese cameras, they're doing themselves a disservice. All right. Oh, I don't know how to do the chat stuff either. That's why it's easier to talk. All right, but look at this. Is absolutely amazing. Look at these lines right through here. That is absolutely unbelievable. And the stars are beautiful. Now, look at all the stars. This is one little teeny tiny section of sky, and we see, this is like, there's literally thousands of stars in here, and this is just like a little, it's a little minute tiny part of the sky. It just shows you how insignificant we are in the universe. I mean, realistically, if you were in the Elephant's Trunk Nebula and you live there, you see this little star right here, that would be us right there, that little teeny dot. This is beautiful. It's got a lot of, now if you look at this right here, look at this dark space right through here. I know some guys on the Mountain Camp site, they were doing dark nebula. I would really love to do that for you. It's not quite as exciting because it's like a lot of star field, but then you can make out the nebula, but it's black. It's absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. All right, this is gorgeous. There's a lot of it down here too. Oh, it's behind my beautiful face. All right, right here. Look at that, is gorgeous. Look at this through here. All right. Well, I think that looks amazing, and our stack is still going. Look at that. And it still looks amazing. Our guiding is still right on. And we've been on this target for a while. We have, let's see here. Right now we have 61 frames at 20 seconds. That's a long time. So that is amazing. Very cool. So this is the raw image, and then with our post-processing right here at Mountain Camp Sky, look at that. Blow this up, put it on a picture, frame it, and this can go in your living room, and people will be wonderful. Oh, thank you for the like from my wonderful co-host. All right, very exciting, very exciting. Look at this. This almost glows right here. Now, I guess that looks like an elephant's trunk. They need to, you know, a lot of these things were named a long time ago. And I don't know what kind of instruments they had to see these so many years ago. I mean, some of these were discovered back in like this 1800s. But you got to remember, they did not have all the light pollution that we have today. It's probably 10 times clearer and a lot darker. We don't have all these street lights lighting everything up. We're fortunate enough out here to be far enough out. And what's funny about that, the further we move out, it seems like the brighter the sky glow gets over the cities. It's because you can see it now. Before you were sort of part of it, and now you can see it off in the distance. You know, Jack, I guess it could be the hole in the nostril. Yes, I guess it could be. I never looked at it that way. I always thought like this was his head and this was his trunk. You know what we need to do? We need to take some of these pictures that we've taken, and we need to, like a constellation, we need to draw like the interpretation of these things, and we need to have these files so people can relate because I can't relate to half of them. Most of them don't look anything like what they say they do, but they are very cool nonetheless. Oh yeah, Jack's got a good now. A lot of you guys that are in here, Jack Hauerkamp, he is our Cam distributor for the U.S. He is a Jack's Astro Accessories, and if you need something, he is great and super knowledgeable. He has helped me here immensely and talked to me on the phone and listened to me blabber just like I'm doing right now, and he's very gracious about it. But yes, he's saying, and is the trunk a dark nebula backlight by the red nebulosity? That is a good question. So is this a dark nebula and then it is covering and making the back glow? That's a good question. Dark nebula, we really don't know, but there is a lot of dark nebula. Or is this just all H2 region and is there a big hole in it? I don't know, but it is very fun to speculate, and it's very cool. All right, I'm happy with that. What a great picture. Let's see here. Oh, we've been on for a 39 minutes. Is there a quick target we can do? Let's see here. Yeah, there is a lot less broadcasting going on right now, Jack. But you know who's very inspiring? I know a lot of people on here don't get on the groups, the IO group for the Malencam site. But I think Rusty does post to the Facebook page for Malencam all the time, and he is very inspirational because he is always posting amazing pictures, and he's always on that telescope, and he does stream quite a bit. I try to stream all the time, just life hasn't been working out, but it's getting dark out early, so we are going to try to get out here twice a week. That's the goal. And then Elon's going to pick us up, and we're going to be on X, and then I'll be able to quit, and we'll be able to do this full time. That's never going to happen, but it is fun to think about. All right, let's see here. Let's go over to Stellarium. Now let's see. We're right here. There's something else kind of close. Let's see here. There is. Oh, that's getting pretty high up because we're pretty up high towards the sky right now. Uh-oh, there's the Ring Nebula. That is so cool. It's too low. I'm sorry. Let's see here. What's this Iris Nebula? Is it even anything? All right. Let me stop our guiding, which is absolutely amazing right now. Let's see here. I'm going to stop that. All right. Now let's tell Clyde to go to the Iris Nebula. Oh, we're going to stop our stack. Stop that and then go back to video mode. All right. Here we are. Let's see here. Oh, we moved just a little bit. If you could see, Clyde, I didn't go over quick enough because it moved really quick. We actually have the slew speed turned down now on Clyde because we don't need to kill it going to a star. It moves quick enough, and I think it's a little easier on the motors. Plus, we don't seem to get any of those lags because we've got a lot of weight on there like we did before. Let's see here. All right. All right, let me fix my histogram because it is a little out of whack right here. Now, I guess we could be on it. I don't know. It kind of looks like we are. Let's just go ahead and let's do a trigger mode. Let's do a single of like just see what we are here. I think our model's pretty good in the telescope. It's pointing fairly accurately right now. So I'm happy that Clyde's doing good. Let's see here. Oh, there it is. There it is. Hey, that's kind of cool looking. That may be a little tough to capture, but oh, we do have a tall histogram. Let's just try and stack it up real quick. Let's spend about 15 minutes on it, and that'll put us to about an hour. And after that, I think most everybody will be falling asleep, including me. All right, let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's just leave it right there, and I'm gonna start our guiding here. Okay, we're connected. All right, it's got a star. There we go. All right, let's just go ahead and start stacking it. Oh, I think our white balance is a little off. Let's click that. And then let's go ahead and start a loop. All right. I think we can get something out of this in just a little bit of time. All right. So make sure not only on our streams, but you can check out, we do try to keep up to date a little bit on our webpage. We don't do as much as we should, but you can go to starlightstarbritobservatory.com. And it's not spelled like you think. It's Strilte, and it's just like the movie The Last Starfighter. Go ahead and check that out. That is a great movie, by the way. One of my favorites. That and Lone Wolf McQuade. If you haven't seen Lone Wolf McQuade, that's probably the best movie in the world. All right, let's see here. Oh, it looks pretty good. We're going to move our black point up a little bit here. We don't want to get too much into the RGBs there, but let's see here. All right. As soon as that clicks over and it darkens up, there we go. Let's go ahead and stack it. Let's see if we can pull some of this out. This is probably a little bit more challenging of an object, but it seems to look pretty good. Our focus is just a hair out, because we are down now to, we were like 58 degrees, I think, when we started, 58, and now we're down to 55. All right, and we are, let's change our ticker. Let's see here. We are at NGC 7023. And this is the Iris Nebula. All right, there we go. Let's see here. You know, the Iris is nice, Jack, but I'm not sure if I'm equipped to get like some of these great pictures these other people get. All right, it is clearing up though. It's looking pretty good. Look at that. It's very cool. I'm hoping that as it starts stacking, we can do a little LHDR and just pull some of this out here. I don't know. Let's check it. Let's try it and see. I think I actually took pictures of this one time, but I don't remember how good they are. They could be really good, but I doubt it. They're probably really bad. All right. Let's see here. Yeah, it's good. It's funny how when you change the, let's see here. Oh, when you change the gamma, your red channel goes from crisp and clean, and then it gets all these weird lines in it. I'm not sure why. I know there's a reason. but I'm too lazy to look it up, and I'm not that interested in knowing why, but it does do it, just to let you know. All right. Very cool. We are at 6. We're pretty good. Let's do one more and then start. Since we're not going to spend tons of time on this, let's go ahead and do. We have an output of 6 frames. Let's just start a little bit. We'll do a little bit on our LHDR, just a little bit at a time. And then while that's doing that, let's see here. Let's look up. We are going to look up NGC 7023. I gotta get our new puppy out here. I'm hoping that she'll come out here and sit with me in the observatory, but she's pretty big. I think she's our Maisie Bell. She is an Irish Wolfhound, and I think she's right around 8 months. And she's already I think she's right around 100 pounds already. So, but she's super sweet, and hopefully she'll come out here and not knock all my stuff over, because she's super clumsy. All right, let's see here. Okay, so the Iris Nebula is a bright reflection nebula in the constellation Cepheus, and it's right next to the Elephant's Trunk Nebula. Here's the kicker. So I think right now, because it says it is a reflection nebula, we have a filter in, and I'm pretty sure reflection nebulas don't do well with this filter in. It is getting it, but I think we may have a problem pulling any a better image out of it than what it is. I think we did I think there's a Casper's Ghost or something like that, reflection nebula, and I think we ended up doing that one time, and I think it turned out pretty good. But we can't use a filter on a reflection nebula, as far as I know. Oh, Jack, we are right now. We have just for the observatory, I have a local company called Trepic, and it's 5G wireless. So let's see here. I could show you real quick. So this is, we're actually a little slow on the download. We're way out here in the middle of nowhere. We have 31, we usually get about 50 down, and that's what they advertise they can give me. And the upload is what's important when we're streaming. We usually get about between 12 to 14, but the ping is super low, and the latency is super low, and the upload latency is super low, and it's a very steady connection. So that's why we use it out here for streaming. But we do love Elon, and we have Starlink here, and it is blistering fast. But you know, I tried streaming before, probably a couple years ago when we got it, and it was new. It might be even more than a couple years ago. And that's when we had just got it, and it was just available in Arizona, and they didn't have a lot of satellites. And it seemed to have streaming upload problems, but I think that is all gone now. We may be able to just run another, we have a Cat 5 wire out here to the house, but we may be able to run right off of Starlink soon, or maybe we can right now. I haven't really tried it. It's probably something good to check, but like right now, our OBS Streamlabs, we have 0% frame drops at 25 frames a second, because I mean, we're not streaming a game here. This is pretty low tech, and it does really well. Yes, Jack, Starlink is awesome. That's all I have to say. And we're out here, and we're on Indian Power. I know that sounds funny. Don't laugh. We are on Indian Power. It's federally. It's through the res. We don't live on the res, but it is through the reservation power company, and it's not very good. So you can run Starlink on a generator. It is totally independent of anything. If you've got power to that to the dish and to the route, well, the router powers the dish. If you power that router, you have internet. And we always get like well over 100 to 200 megs down out here. Of course, it's a really clear sky. And last time I checked, it was like 30 up. So we got to check, and the ping is amazing. My son was gaming and streaming on it, so I know that we can do it. We just are not set up to do it yet, but maybe one of these days. Let's see here. All right. Oh, it's really been stacking because we've been talking about Starlink, and I get excited about Elon. All right. We're going to let this go a little bit more. I'm not sure how much we can pull out of a reflection nebula. Is our guiding good? Our guiding looks good. Oh, I got to zoom in before I get yelled at. All right, let's see here. I can show you our guiding. It's pretty good. It's a little blinky out, and the guiding's really good. I think it's really good. It may not be good, but I think it's pretty decent. So I'm happy with that. You can let guiding take over your life. Like you can go chase all the errors in your mount and stuff like that. We're not doing astrography here, so we don't need to be that crazy about stuff. And it's really it's kind of fun, but it's not really fun because you're never going to get them out perfect. We live in an imperfect universe. All right, let's do just a little bit more. We'll just kind of bump that down kind of a little bit harder, and we'll do a few more of this, and we'll try to do some post-processing with this and see what it's clear. The image is clear. It looks cool, right? Oh yeah. You know, they have a Starlink Mini now. It's small. Like I think it like fits in a backpack. I'm not sure what the speeds are on it. It's not like the big dish, but I hear it's pretty good. And then of course you can have your account be mobile too, and just use like your regular dish. I'm not sure they're using the dish. So we have a second generation dish. The first one was round. Ours is like rectangular, but it was the easiest thing in the world. Basically, when we first got it, you stick the dish out in the middle of the yard, and it automatically rotates and does everything. And then within like a minute or two, like you have amazing internet. It's crazy. I can't believe it works like that. All right, go down. We did a couple more frames. Let's hit it down just a little bit harder. Oh, correct. Yes. Yeah, Jeff is right. The Mini, I think if you're taking it now, I'm not sure. You'll have to see what their advertised uploads in. I know it's not like the big dish, but you know, the big dish they have a bigger dish, and it's not that big. It's like, now I'm going to do this with my hand, and you're gonna. But this is about how big. This is about how big the dish is. That's it. It's not even. It's like the size of like a 14-inch monitor. It's very small. Yes, when you're roaming, the residential plans take priority. That's correct. But I think there's a lot of people that have Starlink out here, but I'm not quite sure if you're anywhere near a town where people can get like, I don't know, like Verizon or something like that, or some type of 5G. They usually get that because most people, they're not into it like we are. They're kind of square. Yeah, the Mini is tiny. It's very cool. It's very cool. All right, here we go. Let's take a snap of this. Now, I don't know how good this is going to turn out. Let's see here. All right. Let's do our curve. Oh, let me get you to our live processing screen so you can see all my mistakes. All right, let's see what we got here. I don't know how this is going to turn out. Yeah, there's a lot of detail in this right here. That is amazing, right? Um, for a reflection nebula, I don't think there's. I'm not sure there's anything. I don't even know what this looks like. I'm not sure there's anything that we can highlight in here. Oh, looky there. We're just going to put hints of this in here because this is a reflection nebula, and I know that it doesn't have a lot of these like heavy red and blue gases in it. But let's see here. This to me looks. It could be blue. You got to watch with blue because when you put blue in, it makes the rest of your picture blue. It's kind of weird. Hey, that's pretty good, right? I think we're just going to leave that right there. I'm, less is more. Less is more. All right. Now let's go to our range. Oh, we have a huge histogram. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, wow. That actually turned out. That actually turned out amazing. Oh, and this is with our L Enhance filter in. You know what we're going to have to do? Maybe tomorrow night when we come back, we'll do something else super cool, and then we'll take the filter out, and then we'll try this again, and we'll bring both pictures up and compare them. That should be interesting. So it's a little geeky, it's a little nerdy, but I am a little geeky and a little nerdy. My wife thinks I'm cool though, so that's all that matters. All right, let's see here, and I've got my kids fooled too. Don't underestimate the foolery going on here. All right, this looks pretty good. Look at the detail in this. Wow, our guiding is good. Oh, got some hot pixels in here, but I think we needed that high gain a little bit to pull some of these out. That looks really good. Wow, that's actually good. Look at these gases that sort of flow out of here. Or I'm not sure how the reflection nebulas work. I should probably read about that. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a lot of low-tech information here on how anything works. We just kind of fly by the seat of our pants here at the observatory all the time, and we have limited knowledge, but we're having a lot of fun. Don't forget, you can do this with your family. Get your kids interested in space. This is amazing. Go out and buy them some Estes rockets and lose a bunch of them. It will be stuff your kids remember forever. I did it with my kids, and they always remember that. We have a great time doing it. It's super fun. Even when you're old like me, it's still super fun. Yes, the cooler is on. And no, we do not use any darks here. I started building the dark library, and I stopped because I'm lazy. And, you know, we just give pictures out kind of like what they are. We probably could have turned the gain down and got sort of the same outcome with a little bit more post-processing in Mountain Camp Sky, but we're pretty high on the gain. We're at 49. Usually our gain is probably 30, 32 at the max. Once you start getting over 35, you start getting a bunch of these hot pixels in here. But yes, we are at, let's see here. What are we at? We are at... That is the, oh, it's down here on the bottom. You know what? We used to have something in the bottom here that said how cool the camera was. Huh. I wonder where that went. I'll have to look at it. I know it's a... Yeah, 33% gain is about... You're right, Jack. That's about a sweet spot right there. Let's see here. Yeah, we usually have a thing in here. I must have, like, hit something. Yeah, I don't know where it went. I'll find it later. But yes, the cooler is on, and we should be at 0. Right there. So, yeah, this camera's been amazing. We love it. Well, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. The Iris Nebula NGC 7023. Amazing, amazing. Yes, it should be in the bottom right of the window, but it is not. I don't know what happened to it. So, you know what? I lose stuff in here all the time. Behind the image of the scope. I think I had this problem before, but I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where it went. Let's see here. Let's see here. I'm not sure. I'll find it later. That's okay. It's in here. All right. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have been on for just a little over an hour now. I don't want to put too many of you to sleep, but thank you for tuning in. We had some great targets. Remember, NGC 7023, the Iris Nebula, which is a reflection nebula, and I don't think our filter is doing this justice. We're going to do it again, filterless. Yes. And then, and there's our Elephant's Trunk Nebula. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Wow, that's amazing. So, all right. We'll look for these pictures on our Facebook site and on our website. They are there. We've already taken beautiful pictures of these. So, thank you for tuning in. A good chatting with you, Jack. I'm always happy to see you in my chat. You make me feel like a rock star because you're watching. All right. We will be back almost 100%. We're going to, as long as it's not cloudy, we're going to be back tomorrow. We may do something earlier, and then I know the Orion Nebula's out late, but it is Saturday night, and I've got some eggnog, and maybe we'll be up, and we'll have like an eggnog celebration and check out the Orion Nebula because it's absolutely my favorite. It's easy to do, and everybody is amazed what's in Orion's belt, and it's not his underwear, but it is very cool. I guarantee it. All right, everybody. Thanks for everybody for tuning in. Wow, I got quite a few viewers tonight. That was amazing. All right. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you tomorrow for more of Starlight Starbright Observatory, bringing you the amazing things in the universe. Don't forget, Eric Medias gives us free music. The background music's awesome. Soundimage.org. Go check him out. All right, and Jack's Astro Accessories. Check him out. Amazing. All right. Good night, everybody.